Hi, I'm Greg Morton with FoodWorks. Welcome to Project Glean. At FoodWorks, we've been doing Project Glean for many years. In fact, it's a command that comes to us out of the Old Testament of the Bible, Leviticus 19. And God says to those with land and with crops to leave the crops that are on the edges for those that are needy so they can come in and eat. And that's exactly what we do with Project Glean. We harvest the produce that's available to us in the fields that area farmers donate to us. We've been working with different farmer families for many years, and we're allowed to get into their fields and harvest those crops, and we couldn't do it without the help of you. We appreciate the volunteer support. Before we give you a quick orientation about what you're going to be doing in the fields, I want to remind you of some essentials that you need to bring with you in order that you, your family, your group have a wonderful time gleaning. Number one is water. You're going to need lots and lots of water. You're out in the sun all day. Be sure that you get the right footwear. You don't want something loose on your feet that rocks can get into, the dirt can get into, and even some of the crops. Be sure you've got something that covers everything up. A good work boot even is a good idea. We're out in the field. There's insects, there's mosquitoes, there's bugs all over the place. Be sure you've got insect repellent. Put that on a couple times during your experience. And don't forget the sunscreen. We're out in the sun. It's hot. Cover yourself up so that you have a wonderful time. We don't want anybody to get burnt. And be sure everyone has a great hat. You want something that really covers up your whole face and keeps the sun off of you. And last but not least, you're working hard in the field. You're going to need snacks. It's a good idea to grab some granola bars, some fruit, an apple, that kind of thing, and come out and join us. It's also important that I remind you that we're out in the fields. Sometimes the farmers have put porta potties out in those fields. Sometimes they haven't. We never know. You need to plan accordingly. You're going to receive an email from us in advance of the day that you're scheduled to glean. You can expect to see that typically on the Thursday in advance of that Saturday. That email is going to have all the information that you need to know about what you can expect in your upcoming glean. So be sure you're watching for that. We also post that information on our website, typically get it up there the Thursday night before your glean. Watch for that as well. We'll be sure that you have a link to that information. On your scheduled glean day, we ask that you and your group travel to the field that you're going to be working in that day. Again, we'll post that information on our website along with a map to help get you there. We ask that you're there at 8:30 a.m. and look for the big white FoodWorks tent. That's the check-in tent. You need to show up there with your group. It's imperative that you come with your volunteer registration form. If you don't have that filled out, we can't let you glean. There is a place on the form where you can just list your group members. That's an easy way to do it. Please do not disturb any of the neighbors around the farm that we're going to be gleaning in. Oftentimes, those neighbors don't even own that farm. They don't know the owner, and we don't want to be knocking on their doors. We'll be there in advance of you, so look for that tent. We'll get you checked in. We'll do a quick orientation, and we'll have you out on the field. When you're actually out in the field, you're going to be harvesting whatever crops that farmer has donated to us. We never know what that's going to be, and we won't until a couple days before your scheduled glean date. So be sure to check our website for all the updated information. When you get out into the field, you're going to see our trucks and our trailers, and we have a bunch of milk crates and bins that you can use while you're harvesting the crop. You'll just go right up to that crop, pull off whatever that produce may be, whatever that product is, throw it in your bin, and then you can stack your bin at the end of the row. Thanks to the Mile High Rotary and the Boulder Rotary Club, we have a trailer that's connected to our ATV, and it travels around, picks up those bins, and then dumps them into our trailer. Now you're probably wondering what happens to all this food that you take off the field. Well, it comes back to FoodWorks. You can learn more about our programming and services on our website. We're serving the homeless and low-income community, and all of this food goes out to the food bank network throughout the state. Project Glean is just one of the things that we do at FoodWorks. We couldn't do it without you, and we really appreciate you spending your time with us to get out in the field and help us harvest. Please take a look at our website. There's a lot of other things we do, from our cannery and our vacuum seal production to our food packaging to the very unique and innovative vocational training program and the On-Track Life Skills curriculum. But you know what? We can't do it without your continued support. If you've got the means, I ask you to please consider a financial donation to FoodWorks. Thanks so much, and we look forward to being in the field with you and working hand in hand.